Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Lissa and I am the owner and soap chef here at Handmade Soap and Shampoo Company, a rather good lather. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for coming by. And if you've stopped by before, I'm so happy that you decided to join me again today for another episode of What's Cooking. No, we're not doing what's in your soap pot today because we're not making soap today. Today we're going to be making some solid shampoo bars in this video. I'm just going to make the 1 cent today. This is going to be pink grapefruit and ginger. I've been in shampoo bar hell. Let me just zoom out just a little bit, you guys. Hold, please. There we go. I've been in shampoo hell for the past couple of days, trying to stock up for the season. I normally don't keep a whole lot of them, you know, maybe half a dozen or so of each one of my scents on hand, but I'm really trying to stock up now for the upcoming season of festivals and farmers markets and fairs and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's make some stuff, shall we? I have my dust mask hanging around my neck right now, and I'm going to put that on in a second. Even just standing over here right now with these powdered surfactants, it's irritating my throat. Just standing here. Now, I already measured everything out before off camera, and I had my mask on. I'm telling you what, you guys, the second you take your mask off, there's still particles in the air. I haven't mixed this yet. All I did was measure it. I did strain it. Oops, through my handy dandy strainer here. I also grind everything that I use as far as my powders are concerned. So I grind my SCI flakes, my SLSA, and my sodium cocoa sulfate. I grind all that kind of stuff to make it as fine as I possibly can. And when I'm doing bath bombs, same thing. Baking soda, citric acid, all of my surfactants, everything gets ground up, and then I put it through my strainer. So there's still particles floating around in the air right now, and that's why it's irritating me. So if you hear me cough here or there, that's why. I'm sorry about that. But we're going to get right to it. I'm going to let you know what I have in here. I've got my SCI flakes, my SLSA, my sodium cocoa sulfate. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of Hitchcock Red mica, and this is from Make Your Own Buzz, because we're doing pink grapefruit and ginger today, so I wanted a little bit of a pink tone to this. And that's it. That's all I have in here as far as my dry ingredients are concerned. I have my liquid portion right here, which is all of my additives, my hydrolyzed wheat protein, white grape extract, panthenol, liquid silk, vitamin E, and my silicone, my dimethicone is in here. So that's going to be my wet ingredients, and we're going to add that in first. Off to the side here, already melted, I've got all of my conditioners. I may have to give this another little zap because it solidifies fairly quickly. I've got my INCURRED CR, my BTMS 50, my hard butter, which is kokum. I choose to use butters that are brittle. So you can either use kokum, Ilipi, sal, or cocoa. That's my personal choice. A lot of people will use shea butter. I find that using the harder butters that are brittle makes for a harder bar in the end. Also in here, I've got my stearic acid and my cetyl alcohol. Why do we add those things? So the cetyl alcohol is very skin friendly, you guys. It's really good for your skin. It's hydrating, conditioning, and it's has softening properties. That's really good for your skin and your hair. The stearic acid helps to create a lather when mixed with water, so we're making shampoo bars, so that makes sense. And it also provides a velvety feeling, helping to soften the hair, and it adds gloss and shine. Also, I forgot to mention in this one, not in this one, that's my melted conditioners. In this one with all of my proteins, I have my sodium lactate in here because it's an excellent humectant. It's even stronger than glycerin. And it also helps to control the pH since we're making shampoo bars. So that's that. And then lastly, I've got my fragrance with a little bit mixed in with my preservative. I'm going to do that very last because I don't want it to be compromised with any type of heat that might be still present after I add my melted conditioner. So that's going to be the last thing. Okay, you guys, I'm putting the dust mask on. Put everything out of the way here. Dust mask over my face. I keep saying this on camera that I'm investing in a respirator. I have it saved on Amazon right now. It's just a little pricey, so I'm trying to hold off a little bit. All right, let's grab a spoon and just give this a little bit of a mix. You can already see these powders flying up into the air. Again, you guys, don't be fooled by the fact that after you get done and everything is wet, or even like I just did, like I measured everything and put it all in the bowl and put it through my sifter, you know, and waited a few minutes. Don't be fooled in thinking, oh, there's no more particles floating around in the air. This is good. Let me take off my mask. Yeah, they're still there, you guys. They're still there. You might not even be able to see them, but they're there. And I'm telling you, the second I take off my mask, I can tell that they're there. It's extremely irritating to your lungs. Please wear a mask, you guys, please. Gosh, I don't want anybody to get hurt or have any type of health issues later on in life. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a spatula because I need one. Also, you guys, I have everything covered up over here in my workstation with old drop cloth sheets because, again, this powder is going to start, you know, going everywhere, and I really don't want it covering my entire equipment. All right, into the pool we go with all of our additives, our proteins and silks and wheats and, oh boy, what else? Panthenol, vitamin E, white grape extract, all the lovely good things that our hair enjoys. All right, get that out of the way. So we're going to start mixing this up already. Try to dampen the powders. And I'm going to be molding the shampoo bars today in the 3D mold that I got. I think this one I got from the Maker Shop. Yeah, this is from the Maker Shop. Now, this is a new way of doing shampoo bars for me. I've been making shampoo bars for almost 20 years now, so I'm not new to making them. Doing them this way is new to me, and I'm going to give credit where it's due. This is from Humblebee and Me. This is her way of doing her shampoo bars now. I have always done, for all of these years, always done the double boiler method, always. And it is a pain, you guys, let me tell you. First of all, it takes forever to melt, especially your BTMS and your INCURRED CR. Let me tell you something, it takes forever to melt. And then once you add everything and start mixing everything, you're left with a really, really wet, gooey, sticky, mashed potato-y consistency that you cannot mold with your hands. It's impossible. So the only alternative that you have is to hurry quick glop it into a mold. Now, it's not like soap as far as hurry quick that way, but I'll tell you, these conditioners, when they start coming back up to room temperature and start solidifying again, they get very, very hard very, very quickly, and they can kind of tend to feel a little bit waxy if it's not incorporated into, you know, your powders and everything really well. So that's just the way that I've been doing it for years and years and years. I've been doing the double boiler method, and I've hated it. I can't stand making shampoo bars. I do it because they're a really good seller. People love them. I love them. I won't use anything else. But, you know, this is just a better way. So I've been trying out her method. I want to say her name is Marie. I will correct that later if I am wrong. So I've been trying that out all week long while I am kind of mass producing the shampoo bars to get ready for the season. And I'll tell you, I like it so much better. It makes a uniform bar, smooth, shiny. They're all the same weight. They all look the same, because it was almost kind of, I don't want to say it was impossible to get everything to be the same weight before, but it was really difficult, you know. Now, because this is moldable and you can put this in your hand and mold it like Play-Doh, it's really easy to pinch off however much you need and blop it on your scale so that everything is weighing around the same. Okay. Now I know that doesn't look great right now. It's going to get better, but I'm going to pour in my, let me just take a temperature just to make sure we're not way overheated. Oh, good, perfect. Okay, so this again, this is all of my melted ingredients, my hard butters, stearic acid, cetyl alcohol, INCURRED CR, and BTMS 50. So into the pool we go. And I've done this two different ways. I've done this with adding this portion first, mixing, and then coming back and adding the additives that I had just previously mixed and that you just saw me do. I didn't like doing it that way, and the reason why is because to me it felt like everything down here in the bowl got lumpy and bumpy, and I don't know, I didn't like it. It was chunky and you could feel the chunks throughout it, and it wasn't really molding together very well, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like adding the, you know, melted portion first. And I did a couple of batches that way. Didn't like it. So we're just going to get in here with our hands. Squish as much as you can, and I can, you know what I mean, like I can feel the difference already, you know, from several batches that I did yesterday off camera. And I did it the other way around, adding the liquid, melted liquid. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today, you guys. Adding the liquid portion of all those conditioners and butters first just wasn't working. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the texture of it at all. All right, so this is pretty decent. So the last thing I'm going to do, and it's really cool, like I can feel this on my hands right now. This is really, really cool. So I'm in a position where I can go ahead and add my scent with my preservative. Okay, where did I, here we go, my spatula. In we go. And this again is pink grapefruit and ginger. And then of course I've got my preservative. Why do we add preservatives? Well, because people are going to have wet hands. This is going to be in the shower. You're going to be introducing water into this product, period. It's going to happen. And I don't want things to go moldy and wonky and icky. So it's better to preserve than not. And we're just like kind of mushing as much as we can. Get this incorporated, mix all that color in, get it to like a smooth, moldable consistency. All right, so it's kind of getting there now. Now here's the fun part, is trying to get everything up into a big ball. Where you can like just kind of start molding it with your hand. You can see that this is solid now. So I just kind of try to get this into a ball as much as I can. And then scrape out as much that I can out of the bowl. Smush it onto the bigger ball. This is a messy process, you guys. If you're not into messy creations, steer clear of this one. All right, I'm trying to get as much as we can. And every time I put it back down into the bowl, some of it sticks back down, so. All right, that's pretty good. Try to get some of this off of my glove. All right, smush, smush, smush. Just trying to compact it a little bit, and then we're going to start pinching off sections, weighing them out on the scale. All right. You see, you guys? This is so much easier. So much easier than the double boiler method. I would never, ever, ever be able to do this with the double boiler method. Not ever. All right, putting that aside, bringing our scale over, turning that on. I still have my mask on. Okay. All right, we're good. I'm going to take my mask off now, or at least take it down so you guys can hear me. Holy mackerel. Woo! Okay. Now I've got some plastic wrap sitting off to the side here, and I have a big, huge roll of plastic wrap. It's thicker than the stuff that you get in the grocery store, which is better for this purpose. So again, let me take this plastic wrap away from there. All right, so this is the mold that I'm using today. This is from the Maker Shop. Excuse that I just put stuff on there. It was clean until just this second. So basically, this is the 3D printed mold. Take the top off. I'm going to put the plastic wrap over there. I'm going to weigh out each individual little ball, stick it in the chambers, put another piece of plastic wrap on the top, and this is the top part of the mold. Put it on the top, press it down, unmold. The reason why I'm using the plastic wrap, it's A, it's not going to stick to the inside of the mold, and B, it's going to help me to pull those pucks out of here once I'm done. All right, so that being said, let's get our plastic wrap on here. Just lay it right down on the top. All right, now I'm just going to pinch a little bit off of here. Roll it into a little ball. Plop it on my scale. Look at that, first try. That's because I've been doing this all freaking week, you guys. I know how much I'm supposed to put on the scale. Anyways, what I'm doing is 3.2 ounces because in the end I want my pucks to be 3 ounces. So I put 3.2 ounces to allow for any shrinkage, evaporation, anything like that. Okay, so 3.2, smush it down just a little, stick it in its little cavity there, pinch off another little section. You see, I can already tell that that's too much. All right. Try to get it off of your gloves if you can. All right, plop that on. No, too much. Still too much. There you go, 3.2. Okay, stick that down in the other cavity. Now we're going to bring over our plastic wrap, put that right on the top, bring over the top of our mold. Now this is something that I found interesting. Do you know that this top only goes on here one way? And we're going to find out in a second if I did it right or if I have to flip it around. It will only go down in here one way. So let's see. Yep, that's the way. Okay, so push all the way down, and I give it a nice push because I want these to be compact. And it is a pain to get them out of this mold, I can tell you that right now. Of course, now it just comes out like nothing. Because I said it's a pain, it's going to be, oh, I'm going to show you. Look how easy that was. All right, so pull off the top piece of the plastic, set that aside. We're going to use that again. And then just take your plastic, pull up on it, and pull it away from your disc. And there we have a beautiful pink grapefruit and ginger solid shampoo bar weighing at the end of cure. Well, it doesn't cure, you guys. I shouldn't say that. I'm so used to doing things with soap. I let these sit for roughly about a week and then weigh them again, and then I will wrap them and label them. So I just put the 3.2 ounces to accommodate for any shrinkage that may happen. And then I label these as being 3 ounces. So if it's a little bit above 3 ounces, great, then they get a little bit of an extra. But you never want to advertise that something is 3 ounces and then only give the customer, say, 2.75 ounces. That's not good. Now on this one, you can see that there's like a crack right there. No big deal. Squish it together. Just use your fingers. And if you want to, you can use a little bit of the plastic and kind of give it a little bit of a roll to flatten that out. And there you go. Pink grapefruit and ginger solid shampoo bar. All right, let's keep going here. These will only make the size batch that I do, just for sake of banging them out really, really quickly, is will produce 7 of this size of the shampoo bar, plus give me a small little sample size left over at the end. That I know is definitely too small. All right, let's get a little bit more in here. Oh, too much. All right, good. 3.2. Roll them around like meatballs. You want me to sing in Italian for you guys while I'm doing this? C'è luna mezza mare, mamma mia, re mare dare. Figlia mia, cuore dare, mamma mia, pensaci tu. That's it. I know the whole song, but I'm not going to bore you guys with it. Oh, all right. Just trying to get like some of this off of my gloves, because it is going to stick to your gloves. Not like it does with the double boiler method, but it is going to stick to your gloves. Look at that, 3.2. Perfect. All right. Roly-poly-oly, stick you down in the moly. I'm in a weird mood today, you guys. All right, plastic on the top. Get our top again. Push. Really give it a good one. And as you can see on my table here, you're going to get little teeny pieces, parts of your mix all over your table. It's bound to happen. That's why we sanitize properly before and after and in between every batch. I start my day off, even though I wipe my station down at the end of the day when I'm done creating. You can see like little cracks and stuff around the outside. Listen, that's part of it looking like it's a handmade item, right? I'm not stressing out about it at all. And my customers don't care. They just want a good product. So anyways, I start my day off, even though at the end of my day, I wipe everything down, cleanse everything, sanitize everything. At the beginning of my day, I have a spray bottle that's got a 10% bleach solution in it. And so I just give everything a quick little spritz down, and then I take a clean rag after that and give it another little wipe down to start my day. Man, does this smell good, you guys. Holy moly. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love grapefruit. It is my favorite smell. There we go, 3.2. Roly-poly-oly. Into your cavity we go.